there you are, YouTube. Doodle. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, we're going to go to my movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random and then rank those movies based on whatever criteria we come up with. I'll rank them here in the video, but if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I think what we're going to do is one of those situations where I pick 3 movies next to one another. Sometimes I do this to just speed up the process, but also I am not speeding up the process because I'm usually explaining why I'm doing it. And in that time, I could have picked out 3 movies in 3 different locations. But anyway, I think if we picked out 3 from maybe over here, that would be fun. 1, 2, 3. Now, of course, we have to make sure I've seen these films, because if I haven't seen one of them, I need to replace it with one that I have seen. I haven't seen it. Seen it. Okay, so the movie I have to replace is Southpaw. I still need to see this one. I own it, but I have not watched it. So I will just grab one from maybe right here. It feels like a Blu-ray. All right, sounds good. Let's go for it. First off, we have, I'll start over here, Sound of My Voice. And I've only seen this one time, but this has, what's her name? Marling? Is it Marling? What's her name? Yeah, Britt Marling. She's like a writer, I think also a director and an actress. Makes really interesting stuff, small independent films. And I don't know, I dig her vibe. What was that one movie she did? I think it was Another Earth. Maybe that's the one that put her on the map. And then this was one that she did afterwards, which had sort of like a cultness to it. I think it was, I'm trying to remember, I've only seen it the one time, but the way I remember it was, I think it was like an investigative journalist looking into this cult and then working their way into the cult so that he can, maybe it was a couple of them, so that they can sort of, unearth the secrets of this cult or something like that. It was pretty interesting. I dig Britt Marling's everything she's doing. I just think it's like cool. Like, it's weird because I feel like it's all like small scale, low budget, but somehow I know about it, and I love that. Next, we have a movie that I first watched on an airplane, and that is Soul Surfer. So where was I? I think I was going from, where was I? I think I was going to, what was I flying? I think I was either on like Air Canada or Alaska or something like that. I think I was flying to Vancouver. I think maybe St. Louis to Vancouver. And I was on this airline that had TVs in it, and you could watch movies. And that was my first time ever being on an airline that did that, because I normally fly Southwest. And it was either Canada or Alaska. I really can't remember. I'm gonna say Canada. And so I watched this movie, and it was based on a true story, if I recall correctly, and it has, heavy hitters in it, like Helen Hunt, Dennis Quaid, Carrie Underwood. I remember there's a Christian message in it because they kept singing songs that you would know and you would hear at church. Like, it wasn't like God of Wonders, but that type of stuff, like God wanders beyond our galaxy. It was like that, but it wasn't that one. Which one was it? Better is one day in your... Was it that one? I don't know. Some, like, Christian church where you have like a band, and lights and stuff like that. But yeah, I remember I thought this was it was a nice little wholesome film. Next we have Jurassic World. Now, I really like Jurassic World. I don't like the trilogy of the 3 films necessarily. I really didn't like the second one very much, but I didn't like the second one. And then the third one, I was just kind of like, I don't know, not as good either, but this one I actually like and am fond of and will rewatch. The other ones, no, not really. I don't even know if I own Jurassic World 3. I don't think I do. I think it just... You ever yawn and then, like, spit comes out? What do you call that? We always called it gleek. I can do it on command, too. Actually, I can't do it on command. I have to yawn, and then I can do it. But anyway, the best part, as we all know, is Jimmy Buffett. Is it actually Jimmy Buffett, or is it just a guy in Margaritaville that looks like Jimmy Buffett? Because, you know, with the margaritas, the two margaritas is walking away. Like, that's the best part of the whole movie. This movie makes me emotional, though. You know, like when old Chris Pratt, you know, has that long-necked dinosaur in his arms dying. It's tough. Okay, what are we gonna do here? You know, I'm actually gonna go Jurassic World here. I'm trying to figure out, Jurassic World's gonna be number 1. But now I'm trying to figure out, do I want Sound of My Voice as 2 or Soul Surfer? Soul Surfer is just this nice little wholesome film. And then we have Sound of My Voice, which I remember not liking as much as After Earth. I liked After Earth more, but Sound of My Voice is good. And again, I like that it feels super small budget, and it feels like no one outside of your town should know about it, but it made it. Like, you know, I just like, I don't know, Britt Marling I just think is awesome. So, I don't know. This is another thing I kind of want to do right here. Isn't it funny that Helen Hunt and Dennis Quaid are in this movie, but they're not on the cover? They're on the back, right there. But like, those are stars from, at least when I was a kid. It's just weird that they're not on the cover. You think they'd be like, you know what, let's sell some DVDs and put them on the cover. All right. Gosh, I don't know. You know, I feel pretty equal on these, but for different reasons. Because this one's lower budget, I'm gonna put it first. Just because I'm proud of Britt Marling. So I'm gonna go Jurassic World, then Sound of My Voice, and then Soul Surfer. And that's my ranking. But my question to you is, have you seen these films? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all 3, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.